What is going on, my Go Squad? Just going live here for a few minutes to discuss something that has happened over the last couple hours or so. What's going on, Patriot? What's going on, Rusid? Travis, great. What's going on? Yeah, it's been weird. Clover, you hate Reddit. Well, Bud, you're getting ready to have some fun with this one. What's up, Moo? D-Temp. Clover, since you have some experience with the Reddit, if you want to, I'd like to send you a link, and we'll have some fun with this one because it's interesting to say the least. I'm going to go on the gun channel side, and if you want to jump in with this, then I'd love to have you because I haven't been on Reddit in a long time, and I thought, I'm going to go and check it out, see what's going on, and all that good stuff, and wow. Yeah. So we'll talk about it here. I know you've got a show to do here in a little bit, Clove. But I won't take long. I'm just going to do this for a few minutes. Let's see here. You're not on the gun channel. You're not logged in, are you? Okay. Let's see here. What's Jills? Hey, what's going on? All right. Well, I can tell you what. If you want to, I will send it to you on the Facebook side. Just send a message, Clover. And if, like I said, if you have time to jump in for a few minutes, this isn't going to last that long. But if you have time, then great. If not, I get it. But I just sent it to you on the Facebook. So that being said, guys, John Brown, what's going on? Let's see here. Cigars and brandy. Well, I'm all for it. All right. So, like I said, I haven't been on Reddit, man, a long time. I never really particularly cared for Reddit because it was kind of a weird thing that it took too much time almost then to actually get something done. What's up, Biker Bob? But anyway, so I decided to go on Reddit. I was just kind of hanging around, just looking through all different stuff, and went on Reddit to see what was in there. And I don't go to a lot of them. I go to the guns thread as a CCW thread, an EDC thread, ammo thread, stuff like that. But I was on the guns, and there was some discussion on there about concealed carry and this, that, and the other. So I decided, well, what the hell? What's up, Grim? How you guys doing? Outlaw Midnight Feud, is it fake news? I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much fake. I mean, it is what it is, but it's fun to talk about. Anyway, so I go on to the guns thread over at Reddit and some discussion on some previous threads about concealed carry, EDC, all that jazz. What's up, Clover? How you doing, bro? And I know that you're prepping, so this won't take long. You can jump out whenever you want. I'm definitely not going an hour, so I'm just going to do this for a little bit. I just thought it was interesting what happened today. So basically, I go on there, and I have a video I put out a couple weeks ago on my personal EDC rotation with 5 or 6, 7 different holster options. Good little content for those that are maybe looking into getting into concealed carry or just gotten their permit, not really sure what to get. And I wasn't telling anyone to go buy anything. I was saying, here's what I use. Like it, don't like it. It's up to you. So I put a post on there, and I get a message saying that it's been banned. And that's fine. I get it. But I asked, why was it being banned? I'm just trying to put some informative content out there. And all that. And I got a couple of messages from a guy that seemed, hey, in the description you had a bunch of links to all your social media stuff. And I was like, oh, my bad. I just copied it over from YouTube. My fault. So I edited it to where there were no links to any of my social media stuff except for a description of basically what is the video. That being said, I get a message from another person that says, this is not to exist to promote your business. It exists to talk guns. I said, I am talking guns. That's all I talked about was guns and holsters. he said basically, literally all you do is post links to, I've literally posted one thing, but all I do is post links to my own shit, his exact words. And if you're not trying to make money at it, then why are you running a Patreon account and aggressively promoting it? Are you a moron? And I basically sent back to him, and I'm going to read this verbatim, and I really don't care if he's on here. If he's on here, great. I'd love to have you join in on here as well. So if you're out there, this guy's name is Pestilence. So if that's you, or if you're out there, let me know, and I would love to have you come on this panel right now and talk about things. That being said, so I sent back to him a little message, and I said, first of all, there's no reason to cuss. All I've done is post meaningful content. Just because it comes from YouTube doesn't make it bad. Secondly, Patreon is a social media platform on its own. Just because you're misinformed or uneducated about social media doesn't mean you take it out on me. Thirdly, showing your ass in a message and cussing and calling someone a moron is hilarious. Do you think you're a big man because you're a mod on some page? Grow up and help the Second Amendment instead of censoring it. Good day, sir. So he came back and said, if I had a nickel for every 2-bit content creator who did nothing except trying to promote the Second Amendment, I'd be a rich man. Have a blessed day. So now I'm just a 2-bit content creator, which is probably right. I'm not that big, but I'm a 2-bit content creator, which is fine. So I go back and I post this. I said, all I've tried to do is post meaningful information on this page. All you've done is cuss me and call me a moron. I'm sorry you don't like content creators, but what do you do to help the pro-gun community and the Second Amendment? I produce content 3 to 5 days a week, including a live show, and sit on other panels that reach thousands of people. What do you do besides sit on your throne and look down at those actually trying to make a difference? I assume nothing. Secondly, what do you do to actively promote the Second Amendment? I have helped organize events for Second Amendment rallies and for Every Second Matters. You probably don't even know what that is or never attended one before. Lastly, your cursing and degrading language may intimidate some people. Unfortunately, it doesn't me. I'm a Marine and you are nothing to be scared of. I will not be back to this thread and will actively communicate what has happened on my social media outlets. But I guess you have nothing to worry about since I'm, as you called it, a 2-bit content creator. Good luck to you. I hope you make it out of your mom's basement sometime. The real world is a great place. Come and join us. So that's kind of where it stood. And then I got a message back from him, which is kind of funny. He said, as far as the Second Amendment, this is not a Second Amendment sub. It's a gun sub. He said, for me talking about the content, he said, clearly it's an effort to shameless self-promote. I'm not self-promoting. I'm letting you know what I do. Since you said I don't bring anything to the table, I'm letting you know what I did. I asked him, do you look down at your throne and actually make a difference? He said, I look down on people who do nothing but spam to promote their own shit. If you actually cared about what we cared about and took part of the community, then he let me in. I guess I don't take part in the gun community. I do nothing to try to help promote the pro-gun community and the Second Amendment, but it's okay. I asked him about the Second Amendment. He said, he keeps, okay, so this is where it comes down to it. He keeps shills and tinfoil hats out of his Reddit. He personally tells everybody how fucking awesome it is to shoot his belt-fed machine gun at RC planes at Big Sandy. The normalization of gun culture does a shitload more for the Second Amendment than getting a bunch of Peckerwood conspiracy theorists to contact their representatives twice a day. So apparently we are all Peckerwood conspiracy theorists because we try to contact our congressmen and talk about Second Amendment issues that are part of the pro-gun community. He goes on to blah, 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 blah. That being said, yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting that this is a guy who talks about being pro-gun, but is censoring anything that's not a good old boy club or anything like that. Yeah, RL said that his response would have been 2 words. You know, at least 3, but at least Two Live Mooses, I just noticed that 2-bit content creator under your name. You like that? I did put that under my name on my my lower third, 2-bit content creator. I might start using that from now on. I kind of digging that. Let's see here. I got trolled. Yeah, I don't know if I got trolled. I was, it is what it is. I don't care. Philo says, what do you walk into? We're talking Reddit, man. I haven't been on Reddit forever. I went in there to try to post a video and got banned for posting an everyday carry review on guns and holsters, but I guess that wasn't pro gun enough for you. Smeggy, I didn't even think about it. I just hit live and I didn't, this just happened. So, I didn't put it on Gun Channels. I literally just hit live. I will probably go back later and put a link on my page and all that. My bad. I'm not really mad. I am mad. I'm mad because a little pipsqueak motherfucker is trying to sit there and say that because I'm on YouTube, I'm trying to make this a business, and I have a full-time job that I work about 50 to 60 hours a weekend. I do this for fun because I care about it. I care about the message that I try to put out, and this guy, it is what it is. Let's see here. Mama always said stupid is as stupid does. Let's see here. He sounds like an excellent reason cousins shouldn't. Yeah, that's right. Clover, are you still in here? He may not be in here anymore.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I'm really inexperienced. I literally have been on Reddit just to read some stuff. That was literally my first or second post. I think I posted something like maybe 6 months ago. But is this something that happens all the time, or is this like a good old club? Or
it does. Reddit's a cesspool. Reddit's a cesspool. I used to think Twitter was a cesspool, and Twitter is in a lot of regards a cesspool. Reddit is 1,000 times worse. And I've got a question. I mean, I can only see. I'm working on prep, obviously, in the background.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Over on the YouTube side, I know you guys are out there. I know you guys are listening. I don't necessarily know who all is out there. But I can see there's 20 some odd or something probably. Anyway, here's what I want to know first of all before I go on my little rant about Reddit.
Yeah.
If you have logged into Reddit or viewed anything on Reddit in the last, let's say, week, type the letter R. I'm just curious because I don't think it's used as much as I don't think it's used as much as people think. Was my thinking. When I branched out, went through the rebrand and everything else that I did the early part of the year, Reddit was one of those things. And I tried to work it, and I run into that obstacle over and over and over. And what has happened with Reddit, G talks about being able to get in on the ground floor of a platform and being basically the established content there, kind of like we were trying to do on VidMe and that sort of thing. And there's something to be said for that, because what has happened is Reddit was one of them places that was created. All of the trolls that got kicked off of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, because that's all they were. They went over there and they created subreddits. They own those subreddits and they control them. So yeah, I mean, it's people that they hide behind their anonymity. And they troll, and that's all they do. They're not out there, just like type Ghost Tactical in a Google search. You're going to find Trey Miller. That's not a problem.
Right.
Who was this? Who was this goofball?
All right.
What was his screen name?
His screen name is, which I have absolutely no problem, as you know me. I have no problem. I sent him a message saying, "Hey, I'm going to go live if you'd like to join." I'll give you the link, and he hasn't replied to that, obviously. But his name is Pestilence, Pestilence, and apparently he's a mod on the guns thread. So
yeah, Mr. Pestilence out there. Okay, Mr. Anonymity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So yeah, I mean, his opinion is worth. His opinion is worth about the 2 bits that a content creator would have. So, in my opinion, so I don't really care. And I noticed I just jumped over to the YouTube chat and scrolled up. I don't see an R nowhere over there. So that's kind of telling to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't sweat it.
Oh, I'm not sweating. I just thought it was hilarious that all I'm trying to do is put a video out there that might help somebody in their concealed carry, and I get banned. Straight up just banned. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Right. And you
guys,
can.
I am live now on the Gun Channel side as well. I apologize for not doing it as quickly as I should have, but it is live over there on the Gun Channel side if you are wanting to go over there.
Yeah, D-Temp says his opinion and $10 will get him. We'll get you a Starbucks. So yeah, I mean that's true. And I've even, here's the thing: Reddit is not worth your time, even if you start your own subreddit.
Yeah,
what you can do, because you spend too much time fighting the trolls and everything else. I mean, if the moderators are that way, people that run that subreddit are that way, then they're darn sure going to allow rank and file to do that sort of thing. Yeah. And that's just experience from my own social media platform, Facebook, and the other ones that I've admin for years now. That's why you have to run a tight ship. You have to make sure everything's moderated. People are free to speak their mind, but not be rude and hateful. That sort of thing. So that says a lot about that particular Reddit, or that subreddit. I should say.
Things where I love the fact there are several things that he said that I just thought was hilarious. He said, "This is not a Second Amendment chat. This is a gun chat." My video was literally showing 3 guns and about 7 holsters. Literally showing and doing reviews on each gun and doing reviews on each holster. This was not an HR 38 video. This was a literally showing people 3 guns and about 7 holsters that I use in my EDC rotation. And then I love the fact that he called me a 2-bit content creator, which is fine. It is. I am 2-bit, but it is. I think he meant to be in general. All content creators are 2-bit content creators.
That's I want to thank him for that. That might be a good idea for a patch. I mean, I'm envisioning a patch idea for that right now.
I've already got one designed. I'm just gonna, like I said, from now on, I'm just gonna put on my lower third like I have 2-bit content creator, and that's going to be my new thing. And I like that. And I think we should all, maybe at GunChannels, we should all get some that says 2-bit content creators, the home of the 2-bit content creators. And then I love the fact that he said that all we are Peckerwood conspiracy theorists. Yeah. Okay, we're Peckerwood conspiracy theorists because we actually care about gun laws and ask everybody to do their part in contacting their congressman. But if you contact your congressman or senators, you're a Peckerwood conspiracy theorist. Wow, I love it. I love it. Awesome stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and it was so funny because I hadn't been on there forever, and now I guess I know why.
Not worth it.
I went over there to kind of check. I had something pop up on Reddit for some reason, and I said, "Oh, I haven't been over there in a while," So I thought, "I'll go check and see if anything's going on over there." Apparently not. Apparently it's people over there that it is. It is what it is, but I just thought I'd go live, and like I said, I have absolutely no problem calling people out. This is the Reddit, and it's r/guns. It's the guns thread or subreddit. whatever is it subreddit?
Subreddit,
that one. So yeah, there you go. And his name is once again. Let me get over here. It's Pestilence. 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 Yeah.
Reddit, home of the keyboard warrior. All it is.
Apparently, and like I said,
and here's the deal. He was talking about he'd rather go shoot his machine gun at RC planes somewhere.
That's right.
That's what he said. So first of all, he's got a machine gun. This type of person has a machine gun, first of all. And then second of all, he's shooting it up in the air. Really?
Yeah. Shooting it up in the air. And that shit has to come down eventually.
It's going to come down somewhere. And it's a machine gun, so it's not like it's controlled fire. You know what I mean?
But apparently him shooting his belt-fed machine gun at RC planes up at Big Sandy does more for the Second Amendment than us 2-bit content creators that try to pass along information about guns, about bills out there, because everyone cares about shooting belt-fed machine guns at remote control planes in the desert.
And I'm sure that Pestilence has millions of followers. I mean, millions, just like Eric or Hickok or Button Fancy or whoever. I'm sure he has millions of followers that listen to him as he types about his experiences in shooting machine guns and stuff.
He says
not pictures or videos being posted, but just him talking about it.
There's some good stuff in here that I didn't even mention, but I will. But he basically says that that he's a mod on a subreddit that has over 300,000 followers. Woo, yay. He basically goes on to say, what I do with my personal life is none of your business. When I asked him what he does to help promote the Second Amendment in the gun community, he says, what I do with my personal life is none of your business. And I quote.
It's not what you asked, but okay.
Yeah, it's not what I asked. I didn't care what you do in your personal life. But if you're going to sit on your throne up there and look down upon the 2-bit content creators and basically try to say that everything that we put out there is meaningless to the Second Amendment in the gun community, then why don't you answer, besides shooting your machine-fed, your belt-fed machine gun up in the sky towards remote control planes at Big Sandy? I would like to hear what he actually has to do. Yeah, so it's hilarious. Like I said, this wasn't a big. Let's see here. Yeah, go ahead and show that. I don't care. Yeah, it's just one of those things where is this guy somebody important or something? Is this Budget Guns and Gear? He showed up late. He goes, is this guy important? Is he just a gun writer? Oh, no. He is not a gun writer. He's not a television. He's not a social media personality. He's a mod on a Reddit thread, subreddit, whatever you want to call it.
He is a subreddit moderator. He's not even a moderator on Reddit. He's a subreddit
moderator that I basically tried to put out a video on on Reddit today about my EDC rotation. There was some stuff going on about concealed carry. Guy asked, I'm new to it, what kind of gun should I get? So I just kind of wanted to put my link out there and help the guy out, and I got banned within like a minute. So going back and forth with them, it's all good. Let's see here. Do what Scotsman says, do what you do. Oh, do what you do. Yeah. So I'm just going to sit here and say, if you're interested in going to Reddit, go to Reddit. I would suggest to steer away from the guns thread or subreddit. Because they talk about being pro-gun, but yet they don't want anything that's not from the good old boys club that they have to say being put in there. So it's it's what it is.
The problem I've found is pretty much all of them are that way. So
are they? Yeah.
That's unfortunately that is indicative of the entire firearms niche over on Reddit. That's not an exception to the rule. That's not where, I had a bad experience with this particular group, because that happens on Facebook a lot. You get into a group and it's these pretentious, holier than thou keyboard warriors. Yep. Basically, it's what they are. And you're like, ooh, this group's not for me. And then, you find 5 or 6 other ones that are fine. And Reddit, for the most part, is not that way. Cesspool is the best word I can come up with that I mentioned earlier. It's essentially it's a cesspool, and it's not even that way across the firearms niche, but any. I mean, I've got creators that are in the gaming niche or beauty and makeup and that sort of thing, and they talk about the same things happening with the subreddits that they're a part of, or they try to go in and post to and start a conversation. So.
And Budget, I'm not telling you to go and unsubscribe to that thread if you're a subscriber there. Do what you got to do. I just thought it was funny that I got banned for posting a video where I'm literally showing guns and holsters, and it said that it's not. I'm there self-promoting my business, and that I'm not there to talk about guns. I'm literally talking about guns the entire video. I take down anything. I told us I take down anything that has anything to do with any links whatsoever. I took all the links down to any of my other social media. I don't care if people go and watch. I just want to say, so this could help somebody. But no. I'm a 2-bit content creator trying to make money off of his good old boys.
It's not gonna matter what you do. And I mean, it was blatantly obvious in his replies to you. You triggered him. And you triggered him by posting. You posted. He's seen that. Oh, look, this guy, is creating content. He's not afraid to get in front of a camera. He's not afraid to say what he needs to say. Oh, look,
on everything.
He has subs and followers. Oh, he has a regular schedule. This is a normal part of his, a regular whatever part of his life. And Mr. Keyboard Warrior, that it wouldn't dare stand up, turn on a camera, and start talking to it, and especially engage in dialogue. You can tell he's got a real lack of experience when it comes to engaging in that dialogue. And I mean, it's jealousy. It's plain and simple. That's all it is.
That's why I told us. The real world's pretty nice up here. Why don't you come join us if he ever gets out of his mom's basement? So, no offense to any of you guys if you live in mom's basement, but you guys are one of those that are not going to judge and criticize something for trying to help somebody out. Hell, I don't know. It is what it is. I just thought it was very interesting. Within a minute, it was banned, and I said, I'm sorry. I'm not really sure what I did wrong. I just put this video up to help somebody out. And then one of the other guys came back and he said, look, it's because you have all of your links to all of your social media stuff. We consider that spamming. I said, my fault. I just literally copied my description over from YouTube, went back in there, edited everything. And then this other guy starts coming in, and that's when I started having fun with it. So it is what it is. I just, I didn't know if anybody else had any similar experiences with Reddit. Like I said, that was only my 3rd time ever to be on there. And I don't even remember. I got something, a message or something about Reddit, an email or something. Said, oh, shit, I haven't been on there forever. Let's go see what's going on over there. And now I know why I haven't been on there in a while. So,
yeah. Scotsman makes a good point. I'm not going to repeat what he says out there. But, I mean, when he's talking about, promoting your business or whatever, well, where would we be if we did not have industry-related businesses?
Right.
You can't have a belt bed machine gun if there's nobody that built that belt bed machine gun or made ammunition or belts for it. Or so where's your hang up again? I don't exactly get it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with Mod up there. Must have been a conversation going on in the chat. Night Strike says, check my GunChannels messages. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Jump on in. There's a link there. Night Strike. Apparently he's a 2-bit content creator that's had an issue with Reddit.
Well, see, I didn't know there was a GunChannels subreddit, so maybe that's where we need to go.
Yeah, it's r/guns. It's all it is guns. And
well, Night Strike, he says he's a GunChannels subreddit. So that's a specific subreddit.
Night Strike has one.
That's what he said in the chat.
Well, he's getting ready to join us here in a minute, so hopefully he'll come in.
So I mean, maybe that's where we need to start posting our stuff. I didn't know that, and if there is one there that's legitimately moderated to where we can actually post our stuff, then I'll start posting there more.
Absolutely. Being butthurt on the internet. Yeah, that'll go great. I don't know who you are, Golden Cock. Welcome to my channel. I just thought it was interesting that I'm not being butthurt. I'm just passing on information that there's a quote unquote gun thread on Reddit that doesn't want me posting anything about guns. So it is what it is. So I don't know who you are, but stick around if you'd like. If you'd like to join the conversation, I can give you a link.
Well, there was one up above it. What is it? Bosic, I guess. It says you got banned for spamming stuff that is against the rule. And you know, when you remove the stuff they told you to remove, but then they still wanted to belittle you.
Bosic, I don't know if you're maybe a mod over there on Reddit as well. Come on in. Explain to me and everybody else exactly how someone who does nothing with their free time in their life to promote pro-gun and Second Amendment stuff is not putting gun stuff on a gun thread. I was literally throwing out my everyday carry rotation with holsters to help people out there. So I apologize if I offended you.
I don't.
But I really don't care if you don't like it.
I don't.
You don't have to watch my channel. Make sure you don't click the subscribe button. Make sure you don't click the notification bell.
So
don't come back. I don't care.
So apparently now, this is what I find hilarious about the weasels over there off of Reddit. Okay.
Oh, so we must be getting some people over
here. There's like 4 or 5 or 6 now out there in the chat that apparently came from Reddit.
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you for the view.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for
2-bit content creators. We really appreciate the view time and the views for you guys. It's really awesome.
Content creators. So yeah, I really appreciate it.
And apparently it really ruffles your feathers that some people have the have what it takes to turn on a camera and actually really try to make a difference in this world instead of just typing some words on a screen that can be taken out of context, but can be misconstrued. It's obviously pictures worth 1,000 words, bro. So
that's right. So if you guys want to and want to come join in the conversation, come on, let me know, and I will send you the link to the hangout. So you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I have absolutely no problem telling me that if I shouldn't post my links, I literally copy my description from the YouTube into the description of the video. One guy was very nice and said, hey, it's because you did this, this, this. I took it all out, not a problem. And then Pestilence decided to basically say that he doesn't like 2-bit content creators and that all we're trying to do is self-promote our business and try to make money off of everything.
I don't see where's it self-promoting. Where's it self-promoting? I mean, you're self-promoting when you post something, even if you write it, that's still self-promoting. So what's the difference? You know, the only difference is we film it and put it on YouTube. What's the difference? I don't get it.
Yeah. I love the fact that the Reddit guys are over here in full force. I really appreciate it. Just the fact that you guys would take the time to come over to a 2-bit content creator's channel and try to troll me. Man, you're hurting my feelings. I
think they'll probably have to bail because I'm pretty sure that Totino's pizza rolls only take about 15 or 20 minutes in the toaster oven, and they'll have to go get those. So, you know, that's all the way upstairs. Remember,
mom's going to be calling them. Hey guys, come get your damn food. I'm not bringing it down to the basement.
All right. Slow down, cowboy. Slow down. Okay. Let me explain something about Reddit. Okay. And while you are absolutely right, there are a lot of fucking keyboard warriors, and I apologize for using the F word, but there are a lot of keyboard warriors on Reddit. But the one thing you should have done is come to me first to ask about where you would post this, because you don't post shit on our guns, because all they are for is gun porn and text chat about stupid shit, not even closely relating to anything actually to do with firearms. If you want to just post gun stuff on Reddit, you go to our firearms. You don't go to guns, because guns is for gun porn only. They don't allow anything other than gun porn or whatever the moderators feel at their fancy. They're not a real subreddit for guns. They are probably liberals that own guns that want to show you pretty pictures of guns. They should really rename it to our gun porn, but apparently somebody beat them to it.
Yeah, and like I said, I have nothing against Reddit, because I've only been on there like maybe 2 or 3 times. I literally got something in email. I don't know if you heard before, but I got something like an email or something about Reddit. Oh man, I haven't been over there forever. So I went over there and I subscribed to a handful of channels, and I saw a post about guy asking about new to concealed carry, blah, blah, blah. So I posted a video on an EDC video that I did, and then it went downhill from there. So apparently I'm a 2-bit content creator that doesn't want to talk about guns when my video was talking about guns and holsters. One of the guy was nice enough to explain to me why it got banned initially is because I had all of my social media stuff. So I went back in there and I took out all my social media. I don't care less about trying to drive business or anything. I'm just trying to put a video out there. And then this next guy comes in and starts calling me a moron and this, that, and the other. So I guess I'm a moron because I read all the stuff on it. Now I understand that there's a thing that you got to do before you post. You read the current sub thread or whatever it's called, little rules on the right. And as far as I was concerned, I was our
guns is only to show off gun porn. It's not to show. It's not to support the Second Amendment. To support guns for anything relating to using guns responsibly, educating with guns, anything. Our guns is strictly to show a pretty picture of a gun, but not actually to do anything with guns. If you want to talk about guns, you go to our firearms. That's where you go.
Pestilence is in the house. What's going on, Pestilence? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'm surprised that you're actually coming to a 2-bit content creators little chat, a little impromptu chat. But
I'd like to see his YouTube channel, because if he's saying you're a 2-bit content creator, I'd like him to show his his resume saying, oh hey, I do this, I've got this much on Reddit, because I've never seen his YouTube channel. If he's got a YouTube channel,
I don't know who he is.
Omnifox was saying that they had some kind of a podcast. Now I don't know if that's a recorded podcast.
I know there's Gunnet, but I don't know if this Pestilence guy is even on Gunnet.
I don't know. Omnifox and it's 6:45 Pacific time. That would be 8:45 here. Yeah, I'll be on Never Enough Ammo's chat until about 10. But I wouldn't mind jumping in after that's over.
I'm also on Never Enough Ammo's chat, so just saying, it's not hard to get in that chat.
No, I'm just saying, as I'm going to be on match chat, but when that's over, and that thing is still going over till 10:45 Pacific, which I'd I'd join that. I have no problem with that.
But apparently,
I'd like to find out exactly what someone who does nothing but put pro-gun and pro-Second Amendment stuff out there has done wrong to not post a video on my everyday carry on their forum. So I guess that I'm a pipsqueak. A peckerwood. That was the word used. A peckerwood. Let me find exactly what it was. I thought it was a good one. I liked it.
He's saying that to Marine, by the way.
A peckerwood conspiracy theorist. Because we talk about calling our representatives twice a day. So, yeah, because that's not important at all. When you're talking HR 38 or HR 645 heading to the Senate, that's not important at all, contacting our senators or representatives trying to get pro-gun legislation passed. But I guess that's not being pro-gun. Being pro-gun apparently is taking your belt-fed machine gun and shooting it at airplanes, remote control airplanes at Big Sandy. That does a ton of helping pro-gun legislation in the community out. I don't know, just saying.
I mean,
let's see here.
I know Gunnet has like 573 subscribers, but even I've overtaken that because I've got 584 now. So,
all right,
I've never seen him on Gunnet though.
Who's that?
Like Gunnet, it's a Reddit gun show. You know Othaius from Sea and Arsenal?
Yeah,
big beard, shows lots of old guns from World War I and whatnot. He sometimes used to be on Gunnet, and I used to watch it a lot when he would jump on there. But I don't see him on there much anymore, so I stopped watching it.
Let's see here. Everybody, let's see here. I guess they kind of came in and trolled and then I guess left. I haven't seen any of them in a while. So guys, if you're still around, I appreciate you stopping by and checking out what a 2-bit content creator that does nothing for the gun community does. I appreciate it. I would like to say that, you know, if you guys are interested in explaining the whole thing, then I would be welcome to hear it. But when you have a representative, and that's what a mod is a representative of that subthread, just like my mods out here in the chat are representatives of me. If you have a mod that's going out there and calling someone a moron and tell them that they don't do anything and that we're Peckerwood conspiracy theorists, there are probably other ways and better ways to get your point across. That maybe I made a mistake on how I formatted the description in a post, but I think it went way too far as to getting me banned because I posted a video. So I guess we really don't have to worry about it because I probably won't show the thread. Show what thread? The thread that they're over there on. It's r/guns on Reddit. I've only been on Reddit like literally 3 times in my life, so I don't know how else to do it except for it's r/guns, GUNS. Let's see here. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, you're really right, you're talking. Yeah, I see you. Well, it all went out there for a while where I didn't hear anything.
There are firearms if you want to talk about guns and actually talk about supporting the Second Amendment. Unfortunately, our guns doesn't support the Second Amendment. They only support the posting of guns.
I don't believe I'm a conspiracy theorist. I just put out content about guns on range drills, on the Wanamaker Gun Show stuff to help promote businesses out there. The J.M. Davis Museum, which is the largest privately held gun collection museum in the world. Let's see, what else do I do? We do Every Second Matters every month. We did the Second Amendment rally in November, where we got people to go to every state capital in the country to talk about the Second Amendment. I guess that's not doing anything. That's
sewed up the line.
That's a conspiracy theorist, I guess, that we're willing to go out and rally at our state capitals. Let's see, what else don't we do that would help the Second Amendment or the gun community? I don't know.
Yeah, but don't post on our guns.
That's not a whole lot. Yeah. Yeah, 2-bit lives matter. That's right, Leo. So screen share the text I am misquoting. Absolutely. Let's screen share what this pestilence guy had said. Screen share. All right, so this is the reply that he says right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. He'd be a rich man, have a blessed day. This is, I'll go in and show you what I sent to him.
I don't see where it's a misquote because you directly read it off of the screen.
Directly read it from here. Whatever. So that's mine. I will go into what he says, and I will. Let's see here. Oh, I got
apparently somebody mentioned the firearms subreddit out there. Now we got people getting upset apparently because they're like, stop pumping up the firearms subreddit. So they fight amongst themselves. So
yeah. I'm pumping up the firearms subreddit because you can post. I posted my stuff on firearms subreddit. They haven't deleted it. I posted. G-Webs has posted his stuff. Some other YouTube guys that we know have posted stuff on the firearms subreddit. And hey, guess what? That shit hasn't gotten deleted. So who's to say who is for the Second Amendment? Sure ain't our guns.
Yeah. So guys, there it is. There is the message that he sent to me. Now understand that this right here is my statement, and he is answering here. My statement, he's answering. So you can kind of see where there's like a line here. That's where he's copied a statement from me, and he is answering. So explain to me exactly what I have misquoted. I literally have read it right from there. clearly in an effort to shameless promotion. Let's see here. I look down on nothing to spam and promote their own shit. If you actually cared about what we care about and took part of the community for any other reason than to promote yourself, yeah, I'm promoting a video. Let's see here.
It's their issue. Their issue
of a subreddit with over 300,000 subscribers. And in my personal life, I tell everybody how fucking awesome it is to shoot my belt-fed machine gun at RC planes at Big Sandy. The normalization of gun culture does a shitload more for the two-way than getting a bunch of Peckerwood conspiracy theorists to call their representative twice a day. He can go to shot anytime he wants. So yeah, explain to me exactly what I have misquoted. I think I read it verbatim.
They keep harping on the fact that it was political or Second Amendment driven or something like that.
My
but
video is
that's not it. It was a social thing. So then we fall back because their argument on that is invalid. So then we fall back to, well, you know, because you're trying to make a living. Well, I hate to tell you, but it costs money to produce videos and do things. And yeah, the money that my awesome patrons give me and the merchandise that they buy and everything else, I don't make a living off of that. That doesn't even cover my expenses. So I'm not making a living at nothing. Okay. That's second of all. So that's not an argument either. So then all you can do from there is it's a jealousy thing. And with the animosity toward other subreddits that appears to be going on now, that's exactly what it boils down to. And that's fine. That's fine. That's great. I don't get on Reddit and I won't anymore unless I get on to one of the other subreddits that are a little bit more lenient.
I want to address this Omnifox
and being let's admit it, just being inclusive with people.
Yeah,
you don't have to be rude. You're talking to somebody over the internet you've never met. You don't know their life. You don't know what they do. And you've got to just jump out there and be rude and hateful. You don't have to do that. Nobody has to do that. Let's give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Let's assume we're all in the same camp. Let's find that common ground and let's move on. But, it seems like there's too many on Reddit. And that's my point from earlier. And I ain't picking on the gun community. And yeah, I said ain't because I'm from Texas. I ain't picking on the gun community over there because I see it happen across all kinds of other subreddits. It's just part of the culture that people want to just belittle and jump on each other. And how that's helpful to the community at large or the cause of the Second Amendment or promoting things or getting more people into. What if you had somebody that jumped in your Reddit, your subreddit that was trying to get into firearms for the first time? Maybe they've moved out of California or New York, and they've moved into a more friendly state, and they don't really know anything. Why? Because they weren't allowed to have anything, so they never bothered. And then now they've got to learn this, and then you jump out there with how they're this and they're that and all the name calling instead of trying to help them out. That's ridiculous. And everybody that's doing that, they should be ashamed of themselves. Period.
Right. Well, and I want to address Omnifox. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the channel. And at least he's throwing out information out there that's relative. He said there are literally 20 Second Amendment subreddits. I get that, but understand that the subreddit, I think the subreddit that I was posted to was guns, and I literally posted a video about guns and holsters. It was about my everyday carry rotation and holsters for people out there that might be asking about that. I'm also trying to get that split on the CCW and all that over there on these Reddits. Well, I'm not anymore, but it's not that I was posting political stuff. It's not that I was posting Second Amendment stuff. I literally had a video of me holding up 3 or 4 guns with holsters and describing what each gun is, what they're good for EDC, at a 380, a shield, and then Glock 19 with multiple holsters. I can't get more gun than that. I'm literally holding up guns.
It's not going to matter, Ghost, because just like Pestilence is saying out there, he's like, stop pretending that you're just trying to pull traffic to your channel. So again, we get back into it's straight up pure jealousy. What difference does it make?
Oh,
you know, if somebody comes over to my channel and might educate themselves and might learn a little more about something, what freaking difference does it make? If it's not political, it's not political, and that, therefore it's not breaking the rules, and you're talking about the intent. And just because somebody comes to my channel or I say, hey, go check out this video, doesn't mean that I'm trying to make money off of them. First of all, if you had any sense and you paid any attention to the wide variety of shows that I put on, for example, like my Thursday night show, you would know that we don't get nothing from YouTube anyway, really, from people coming over there and viewing and watching. Yeah. The ad revenue is in the tank. We don't get that. So how is posting over there, getting somebody to come over there and pay me? How is that making my living? How is it doing anything? It's really not. The people that support me because they're awesome and they know that I'm awesome. Let's be honest. I'm the tactical leprechaun. And hey, we're just one big happy family. But I mean, if you don't want to be a part of that big happy family, that's fine. You know, I don't have a problem with it. I guess but, you know, there's no need to be rude about it either.
Yeah. Now, Wichita Weesum says you have to participate instead of just post. That's fine. I get that. I've literally been on Reddit 3 times. I actually have upvoted or whatever you want to call it. I've actually commented on some stuff.
Okay. Ghost, I want to ask you something.
So I don't understand. How about sending an email saying, hey, man, why don't you try doing some of this? That's fine. But to start coming out all of a sudden saying that we're just 2-bit content creators, that we don't do anything. We're Peckerwood conspiracy theorists. That was funny because, yeah, we don't do anything for the gun community at all. Golly, I just wish I could do something more.
Okay, Ghost, let me ask you something because I got the rules right here. It says violating the following rules will result in immediate ban, 0 tolerance. Okay, I hadn't realized this was the federal government. Okay, no memes, phone screenshots, image macros, rage comics, blog spam, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You weren't posting any of that, right?
We'll say what now?
It says no memes, phone screenshots, image macros, rage comments, blog spam, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, 4chan content, petitions, low effort links, or the like.
No. Okay. The only thing that the initial
was it politics?
No, it was an EDC video.
Okay. You weren't posting any personal information, correct?
Nope.
You weren't posting any links to PDF files or anything, right?
Nope.
You weren't asking questions about illegal firearms modifications, right?
Gosh, no.
You weren't conducting firearms-related transactions.
No.
Well, then I'm going to have to go and report this subreddit for not following its own rules.
Now there's out there.
As far as I know, the only YouTube videos that
Omnifox says it was considered blog spam.
Well, I'm not even on a blog.
I'm not the only person that's. I go there and I can name off a dozen YouTube videos that are over there.
It's simply because you're on another platform and you're successful on that platform.
Hold on,
that's all it is. It don't have anything to do with nothing else. I'm telling you.
Omnifox, it was on YouTube. So it's not, if it was blog, if it was written on like WordPress or, you know, Joomla, then yes, you would be right. That would be blog spam. This is, if you're going to relate it to anything, it's more, it would be defined as, you know, a video about carrying. But since apparently that doesn't fit in your whole concept, it would be, you might need to amend the rules to say no vlogs either, because a vlog is different than a blog.
What do I know? I'm just a 2-bit.
Or just edit the rules to say no videos. That way, well, other than Gun It Live, which is the only ones you actually let up on guns. But, you know, I would say just use our firearms from now on if you're going to use Reddit.
He said I was linking my stuff, and you're right. I copied over. Omnifox says I was linking my stuff, and you're right. I copied my description from my YouTube video over there. When another guy came back and said, you're doing this, I went back over there and took off all of my links to everything else and just had the basically one paragraph of what the video was about. And then it got to the point where I couldn't do that because I've been banned. So then I couldn't comment and couldn't change anything on there. So it is what it is. You know, I guess that the great thing about it is you don't have to, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they're saying. I really don't care, but
yeah, I'm gonna bail. I got to go show prep. So
yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. But
later.
Yeah, It is what it is, and so I welcome everyone that hasn't been here before. I'm not ignoring. I'm trying to catch up, and you guys, I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you guys have your subreddit rules. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I did say is I wish you would take a look at the content that I was putting on there and understand it wasn't political. It wasn't about the Second Amendment. It was literally a video talking about 3 guns that I carry in my rotation with the holster options. If there was a problem with the way I posted it, then I would go back and fix it. But they didn't give me that option because I was banned. Understand that if you want more people to come to your website or your subreddit or whatever it's called over there, then you might want to be a little more welcoming to people that are obviously new to the area. You could have very easily sent a comment or a message and said, hey, you might not have understood exactly what this meant, but this is exactly what we're talking about. If you want to do it, but no, it was never done that way. It was you are banned.
OmniFox wants to join link.
So, huh?
OmniFox wants a link to join the chat.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. I can send in a message, I guess.
Send it to him via message through YouTube, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send it, and that's about the only way I can do it. Because I'm not gonna put it out there in the main thing, but I'll go to your channel, OmniFox. I will. There's no way to contact you through your channel because you don't have an about set up with an email or a direct message.
So there's no way to send it to you.
No way to send it to you.
Send it to him on Reddit.
Okay.
His username is OmniFox.
Okay, I don't know how to do that, but I'm sure that I could figure it out.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go for it if you know how.
Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this. This will be this. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I have absolutely no problem with discussing something that I did wrong, but we can discuss it as adults and with people that I would like to think have the same common goal, and that's being pro-gun and pro-Second Amendment and all of that. So,
but if you're not pro-Second Amendment, don't bother.
Yeah, you know. So, but yeah,
don't try and feed us something saying you're our Second Amendment if you're not actually going to support the Second Amendment. I'm sorry.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
OmniFox, check your Reddit messages. You really want to jump in?
Let's see here. Well, let's see here. He was. Anybody else want in?
I sent it to him. We'll see if he jumps in. But yeah.
Yeah. Come on over. I'd love to find out, you know, what's going on. So he says, stop talking earlier. He says, stop talking. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation.
Howdy.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
All right. So one thing that I'm going to let you know is that you probably are not quite familiar with Reddit. Reddit is segregated into, so Reddit is level 1. Reddit itself has its own rules. Then broken down, we have things called subreddits. Subreddits are communities within the overall community of Reddit. At the top level that we as moderators of the gun section have no control over is they have rules on what's called self-promotion. The way that they do, they're super ambiguous. They're not very clear in the way that they do this. In they basically turn around and say that you have to participate in a community before you start doing stuff. And it's entirely not set in stone in any way or shape or form.
Right.
What their rule is that pushing links that go to revenue generating devices, such as your vlog or YouTube or anything that's ad driven, they tend to frown on. You can go ahead and
I was just making a
hold on, nice trick. Hold on, let him talk.
Anybody out there can link to your stuff. The idea, the whole idea originally of Reddit is to be a aggregator, that other people would link to your stuff because they like it so much. They decide to put it into circulation there. Sure. That's complete. That's not self-promotion. The idea is to keep the whole idea and plan there is to keep stuff from going too, being too corporate is kind of the idea.
That 100%. I understand that.
And so what you might be missing, and yes, we do get very, very
offensive.
No, I wouldn't say that. We're very reactionary in the fact that we deal with a lot of shit every day. We are behind ARFCOM. We're probably the biggest gun-related community on the internet.
And I have absolutely no.
We have over 350,000 subscribers.
I hear that, and I respect that. I'm all for that. For someone who has literally been on Reddit 3 times and was trying to
that's
question.
You're entirely right. You had a very bad experience, and that does happen, and we're sorry about that. Actually, not really.
I even sent a message saying, "I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm just trying to figure this out. I was trying to help a post out there, and then everything was going fine until I get a post from this other guy who decides to get personal and all of that, which is fine. But don't expect me not to react to that."
Yeah. So I can tell you probably the biggest thing that probably stuck out in that comment. I can see the thread and stuff like that the exchange between you and Pest.
And you saw anything that I was being disrespectful in any way to him at all?
So I don't know what you PM to him directly. I don't know. That's up to you guys. But what I was talking about in your response, probably one of the biggest things is the jump on instantly jumping into vet status and stuff like that, going I'm a Marine type of thing. That usually is something that is something that ends up hitting us as very annoying and something that's a common.
But did you read what I said in context when he basically?
I'm just giving you the thing of
intimidate me by saying that. I've heard much worse in my life. That was my whole context and the point.
Yeah, no, I'm just that's fine. But there was later on. I'm commenting to some of the people that you had on here that were going, "You're saying that to a Marine," and that is one thing I did want to comment on is because we don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit either.
Exactly. I'm glad that you've got the same idea there, because it really isn't it's not salient to anything. Yes, you serve the country.
It has nothing to do with me being on YouTube. It has nothing to do with me being on Reddit. Good. I was simply trying to answer a guy's thread about concealed carry, and I get berated being called a moron. Called a 2-bit content creator.
How did it go over in RCCW?
What's that now?
How did your post go in CCW?
I actually I got a message from a guy that said, "Hey, if you want this, maybe you should submit this ahead of time to the moderators." So I did. I submitted it to the whole moderator crew, whatever, I don't know what you call them, and said, "I'd like to post. If you guys have an issue, great. Let me know what to do." And until I started this, that was about an hour or so ago, and I haven't looked on over there yet. But at the time, I had not received anything back from them yet.
What a great way to get into. So anybody that makes money online and wants to utilize Reddit, this is one of the big.
There's no money on YouTube, by the way.
I made 11.
No, there isn't. We know this, but. Anyways, there is some money in there that you're linking to something with a description with a associate codes in it and stuff like that. You know, there are ways
codes on any of my stuff,
but I can see like discount codes and stuff like that.
I have no discount codes to offer anybody. Nobody. I have no discount. Anything. I am not affiliate of anything.
Code One ammo. Okay.
That's personal. That's
fair enough. No, that's fine. I'm just looking at your
ammo guy.
Cool.
That's a sponsor.
So, anyways, back to the idea is that we'd love to have you on the show tonight. This would be a great thing to go over on our show.
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Oh,
I don't see why it wouldn't be a good idea, but I was addressing Ghost, not Unite.
I know. I don't. I think Ghost would get. He would get. They would go after Ghost.
But no one. None of us on there are. Hey, we've had HMG on the channel, and we don't have we all spent a ton of money with HMG for vaporware, and you know, we didn't eat them alive. We've had many vendors and such on and where we could have had total shit fests of where the fuck is our shit, blah blah blah. We do have very good discourse in any of our shows. It just usually involves a lot of whiskey. So go on there drunk.
I
mean, come on. That's half the fun of the internet, isn't it? Is drinking and bullshitting. My point is that if you want to build any sort of following or anything on Reddit, is to just join, make comments, say, hey, you know, that's a great setup, but this is what I do and this is why I do it. Not just, hey, here's my picture of my dog. You know, have a conversation, build a conversation. Say, let me walk over here. You know, a lot of people do this on Reddit. They go, hey, look at my gun. It's so good. Cool. Okay, bye. I'm walking away now. You would never show a picture to somebody of going, hey, here's my gun, and then walk away. You would say, this is my gun. This is why I like it. I would have a conversation. So having the conversation is super important to building a rapport on a community like Reddit.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Did you ever view the video that I try to post?
No, but I have not, because I've been at work. I'm still at work. I just wanted to address the fact that I was being talked over in chat and stuff.
My whole thing is I was not by any means trying to do this. I was literally saying, here are the 3 guns that are in my EDC rotation. Here are about 7 different holsters that I have used with. If you're looking for recommendations, here's what I use. Maybe it can help you. And if that's not trying to start,
that's great, and that's solid.
I don't know what is. But here's the thing:
the reason that it got flagged is okay. The reason that it got flagged is that it's your link to your vlog, and
that's what needed to be said to me. That's all that needed to be said to me.
Yeah. And you know, we're a very, very quick on the trigger type of community, because we have a lot of chaff to get through, and that's not anything that's probably ever going to change. Is that, but the idea that no one is special. No, you know, if you want to come back and join us, I don't think that there'd be any problem with that. If the basic introduction of, hey, I've been doing this for years, I'm talking to these different people in the community, within the community.
Well, as far as being on YouTube, so I've all that. I've been obviously in the gun community for a long time, but being a content creator, I've been doing it for 6 months, and I'm not trying to build anything. I have a full-time job. This is not my job. This is something that I enjoy doing. My whole thing with the whole Reddit thing is I just happen to be looking through the thread or whatever you want to call it and notice something. So I said, hell, I'll put a video there. I think it'd help. Had it been explained to me in a message saying, hey, this is why it has been banned, or if you want to try doing this, this is kind of works on Reddit, we would have, you know, maybe if you
Here's the problem with that. That's a very, very great idea. That would be very good. However, there's 6 of us, and only 4 of us actually do it are able to do anything at any given time.
Okay.
There are literally, if we took the time to teach everyone how to Reddit, we would have no lives. That would involve it literally is a ton of people that come in every day. We have
I understand
literally nearly 1,000 new people a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we can't help you. And then so generally sometimes it ends up being a little snippy in mod ban. Yeah. And it's a very good point of we get very annoyed, I would say, in any given time because of how much instantaneous people are like, why am I not special? Why didn't you hold my hand? I'm sorry we didn't hold your hand, and we weren't
Personal
able to.
attacks from a moderator is uncalled for, though.
I mean,
yeah. I mean,
I personally am one that avoids.
It is.
I don't interfere with the way that other moderators run.
I don't ask you.
And that's not my approach. But depending on who you get, that have you ever had to call Verizon and get something fixed on your cell phone? Depends on who you get on the phone, on what kind of reaction you're going to get.
I can top that. I've had Comcast internet before. Don't even talk to me about right.
All right, let's get away from the phone thing. But what I like to say is when the initial thing came on, I sent a message, and I can read it. So we're very, very clear as to the tone that I was trying to take the entire time.
Problem right away. Tone is very hard to translate on text. So even trying to slightly pass tone to text is really hard.
Well, this is, you can't really inject any tone in this. The message says, I just got a message that I have a banned video that I posted. I am sending this for you to review my video and allow me to repost it. I am not using clickbait. It is a video that has very good content and reviews on several guns and holsters. I'm not trying to sell anything at all. I believe the info would be very relevant on the thread, especially for new CCW carriers. Here is the link that I wish you to review. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
So, I mean, are all of your videos completely demonetized?
Are every single one of my videos completely demonetized? I made 11 cents off of YouTube.
No, I'm just saying. Are they?
I have a lot that are. Most of mine are going to be. There's no such thing as demonetized. They're still monetized. We're just not seeing a cut of it. What it is it's going to sit there and say not suitable for most advertisers.
Yeah, and no, but I'm saying you do have
is going to put out there where it's not suitable for most advertisers.
Yeah, what I'm just saying is that you do have, so you are trying to build a user. One of the reasons that you're linking is, don't say that it's completely and totally 100% altruistic. One of the things that you're trying to do is build your own community of your own off of Reddit. Can you see why that could be?
I posted one thing off of Reddit, so I'm not trying to build anything. If I was trying to build anything, I'd be out there putting every video that I own trying to be out there. I literally posted a video, so I'm not trying to build anything on Reddit. I've been on Reddit 3 times in my entire life. So if
you're not trying to build it on Reddit,
then you have to understand that I'd be on there a lot more than just in one gun thing.
That's what I'm saying is that you are trying to build a audience, a following, some sort of it's not just to say, hey, here's this information, but it's more of, hey, I've got this content. Why don't you come here? Why don't you enjoy my other content? That's where the squigginess comes in of having such a setup like that.
Okay, so what you're saying is that anybody who has diversified their message over multiple platforms is wrong because it's not just on Reddit. That's what you're saying, is that anyone who's trying to feel like they have a message to put out there, and I am trying to diversify my message through Instagram, through Facebook, through Twitter, through this, through that. But since we're trying to diversify our platforms, trying to get our message, which we think is relevant, and trying to get it out there, and we're not solely using Reddit, that we're wrong. Because we're not solely using nothing but Reddit. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. That according to the way that Reddit itself,
not
us, not our mods, Reddit itself views self-promotion is that if you're driving any of that content or any of the people away from Reddit to your own content, your own community, you're doing it, that's considered self-promotion. If your buddy Night Strike here was promoting your videos, that's something different. That's somebody else trying to build, hey, I like this guy. Hey, I want to incorporate these.
I would post it on firearms instead of our guns because I've never gotten anything to post properly on our guns other than pictures of guns.
So there's a fickle thing there of getting things on our guns. You know, you can have this beautiful fucking picture, well done, or you can have this great write-up on how to do certain things. And all of a sudden, a shitty picture of a blurry 1911 goes to the top and ends up hitting the front page. It's a very fickle mistress. It's not a great place to build your own content or following. I'm just telling you, it's just not a great place to
put a video out there to help somebody out. I could care less.
I understand that. It's not the greatest place to promote videos. It is, however, a great place to put text-based stuff because of the search engine optimization that Reddit has.
I understand that, but most people these days, it's a lot easier to watch a video than to read 3 pages of text when you can watch a video. Actually,
people
no.
Want to watch GIFs.
I think
they don't even want to watch videos anymore. They want to watch a 5-second GIF of your content.
That's usually how it goes.
Most people, there are. What's that?
That's how it goes these days. They want to watch a 5-second GIF. He's got that. I'll give him that.
No, they don't even want to watch video. Oh, this has got video. This has got sound. I don't want to listen to it.
Something, you know, some people would rather look at something than to read something. So, I mean, it is what it is. And like I said, all I was trying to do was to post something, and I went down a rabbit hole that I can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel anymore. So I appreciate you coming on and trying to describe what the problem was. And I have absolutely no problem with having an intelligent discussion about how things work. But when understand what a mod is it's a representative of that subreddit or thread or whatever. And when you have a representative, I don't care if there's 4 of you or 1,000 of you that's going to come out and berate someone because I put up a video and I may not have put it up in the right manner that is done, which I said that I would fix it, do whatever I need to do. I'm just trying to help somebody out. But it went from the whole point of that video went to a whole different level, a whole different conversation that never needed to take place whatsoever. It was me simply trying to help somebody out who I noticed a post about, and it got turned into this. So
I completely understand where you're coming from, and I you know what? In other shoes, I probably feel the same way. I've been utilizing Reddit for the past 10 years, and it's almost in some ways worse than 4chan. You know, there's a lot of shit that you gotta go.
There's nothing worse than the internet stomping ground.
That's what 4chan is. And though I do want to address one of your people in chat here of do I think that bump stocks should be regulated? Really? Yeah, I'm totally for banning bump stocks because that is something that makes sense. Because I'm going to also go ahead and chop off all my fingers because, you know, those things can make my gun bump fire as well. That's just a dumb question.
We also have to chop off Jerry Mikulic's finger too, because that thing is faster than.
I'll have to get rid of my 15-round magazine, because technically a 15-round magazine over a 10-round magazine increases the rate of fire as well. So
this is also true, but
no, like I said, I have Pestilence says that you're here on your own. I don't know what that means.
I believe it's probably a comment to somebody else in chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really. I have mods that that will watch that. And if I miss something, I try when I'm having a discussion with someone. I'm trying to watch and listen to you. So if I'm missing something out there, guys, I apologize. I will probably catch up with it later. I'm glad that you came on to maybe, if nothing else, to show some of the Reddit community that even though that we are YouTubers. And this is the platform that we chose to get our message out. We're doing the same thing that Reddit is doing, as far as you picked a platform to get your message out. It may be a different platform, but the fact that you've got two people that I would assume that Pestilence, I don't know you, but I'm assuming he's pro-gun, he's pro-Second Amendment, or he wouldn't be on this gun thing as a mod. The fact that we're getting childish and calling people names because of a post that was maybe posted wrong, I think that hurts the gun.
Of course it hurts. It hurts.
We could all maybe figure out a way to maybe work together a little bit, because I think that we all have the same common goal, and that's to be able to carry our guns and shoot our guns and have our guns and no one take it away from us. And by all means shall not be infringed. It should mean something. But I think it's funny that because we come from two different platforms of social media, and regardless of what people, I don't know what you guys call it, but Reddit is social media as well. Because we come from different platforms, doesn't mean that I should be banned within a minute because
because we're on the wrong side.
I am having problems with your moderator. I mean, here's the thing: you're preaching this, and then I'm looking and seeing your moderators personally attack me. That's pretty funny, though. You gotta admit.
Guys, stop trolling it. You're trying to have a conversation with us.
Like I said, I have not been out there, so I'll sit there and say this, guys. Mods, do not censor anything out there. Do not troll these guys. He has taken the time to come on this chat and explain himself, so let him go. I'm a big boy. I can handle myself.
It's fine. We're all so. Just so you know, of guns, one of the things that guns does exist for is strictly technical talk, reviews, videos of pretty ladies with guns themselves, cars and guns, something related to guns that doesn't tie back to politics. That is one of the things that probably was the craw of seeing in the conversation of very pro Second Amendment, and that's fine. That's great. We're all very pro Second Amendment on our guns, but we specifically, our niche is that we try to contain the politics unless it's something major, unless it's a gun ban coming up, but it's actually got traction or stuff like that. Then we will move to the call to arms.
About the Second Amendment, I never talked about guns.
I'm addressing. I'm sorry. I'm addressing your live chat and the people saying that we're just a bunch of liberals with that bought a gun one time. The idea is that we like to keep the community driven towards just gun stuff and keeping the politics limited. And the idea is that our signal to noise ratio of politics chatter is, if it comes up to the point that it's actually something that's actionable, something that's super important, that's going to happen, that needs to happen, we don't dilute that message when we actually start addressing it directly on Reddit, versus bringing every single time, oh my God, Feinstein is calling for a ban again. She calls for a ban every year. It's not something that
it's actually every hour.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds have passed, and there's more shoulder things that went up.
Watch the Senate live. You'll understand why I say that.
Yeah, and I'll have to agree with Budget Guns and Gear out there. He said that if you aren't discussing the politics of the second, then you aren't supporting the second, because right now the second is under attack, and if you're not discussing it, then you're letting them win. So part of the gun community is we have to figure out a way to keep our guns,
but it's discussed everywhere else, and sometimes there's just a nice place to go talk that isn't constantly with that. I get it. You talk about a topic so much, you're just turning it into noise. Now, if you're clear and concise with individual messages, that's a much better approach with a community like ours, because we can very quickly organize, push things to the front of the content, the rest of the community as far as Reddit goes, if we stay organized. But we can't do it every single time. We have to save our load. We don't need the vinegar strokes every damn time. Is what we're trying to say.
You have to, I understand that, but on the flip side, and this is playing devil's advocate here, if you allow the people to become apathetic because we have a Republican Congress, Senate, and president, that's why they feel like they can come after us. Just because that we shouldn't have to rally the troops just because there's a bill passed. We shouldn't have to rally troops, because if they know that we're apathetic because we have Republicans in Congress and the presidency, then that's when they feel like we can go get them, because they're not scared of anything. Well, this is actually when we do have the power, we do have the numbers, is exactly when we have to be vigilant and sit there and say, not only are we going to deflect their anti-gun stuff, but we're going to make sure we get our pro-gun stuff in there. And the reason why I say that is this: it's never a wrong time to voice your opinion. It's not only our right, but I say this all the time, it is our duty to voice our opinion, and it is our duty to protect our civil liberties, which one of them is the right to keep and bear arms. So if we're not out there discussing that, then what are we doing? We're letting the rhetoric of the left that own the media, the liberal media, are the only ones saying anything. So why is it bad that we have to discuss the Second Amendment all the time? Are we going to let them do all the talking? I don't think that's right.
There's plenty of places to do. There's always a time and a place. That's the idea. Is that you're perfectly right. That's a completely and totally valid approach of why and what to discuss. Why to discuss politics?
You don't want it on your thread. Is basically what you're saying. You just don't want it on your thread.
Huh?
You're just saying you don't want it.
We don't want it constant. We just don't want it constantly in front, because you end up with, like I said, it's important to maintain a good. If anybody out there is a radio frequency person, maintaining your signal to noise ratio is important. Is making sure that you have a clear and concise message when you need it. That's kind of our approach there. And we do have places to go and talk constant politics if that's what you want. It's not. It's so we. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, no, that's what. So once again, we do have specific areas for segment. Yeah,
I understand that, but once again, this whole thing is about me putting a video on my everyday carry rotation and holsters and being banned. Not given a warning, not saying, hey, you might want to try doing this, being banned because I'm trying to put an EDC video out there.
99% of the time, that instant ban is because you're looking at your account. The first thing that I think is that you're a spam bot. The first thing that you do is,
how about sending a message saying, hey, we like to figure out this, that, and if I message and all that, that's fine. But to ban, I mean, that's
for the 10 other people in a couple of hours that got also removed. You are one of the few exceptions of somebody that's actually trying to do something, perhaps. And sometimes that does get caught.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll sit there and say, as soon as that was done, I sent at least 2 or 3 messages saying, all I'm asking you to do is to review this video. Before you ban it, review the video. That's all I did 2 or 3 different times. Please just review the video. And if you don't think it's relevant, that's fine. But then it turns into this whole argument when all I did was, then review the video to make sure that it is what you don't want it to be. That's fine. But just review the video before you hit ban. That's all I asked several times, and
there's only so much that we can. I'm sorry you got caught up, and I don't think that I would have. I probably would have removed, and I very well could have banned. But it all comes down to that we are people. We're not robots.
So am I.
And sometimes. Yeah, exactly.
And so I'm not spamming a robot. I'm not a spam bot.
I know.
I'm like your own personal.
But there are rules of self-promotion of just linking to your outside stuff, and that is something that is a Reddit thing, not a guns thing, not an R guns thing, not an R firearms. Is a great place to go if you want barely moderated information. The problem with it is that you end up with memes at the top instead of stuff that you're actually looking for, or you end up with 13 of the same threads discussing the same thing, and that causes the dilution of the signal to noise of you have 13 different areas that people are discussing the same thing, and that causes you to you're missing a lot of the conversation.
All right, can I just I want to talk about Pestilence out there, and he said the content of the video has nothing to do with it. Why doesn't it have something to do with it? If you're trying out there to spread information through this thread, then I think the content should be at the forefront of what is out there. Why isn't the content important?
An instant stop there.
Is the content only important if it goes into what he wants to see or something like that, or is it important? It's important.
So with self promotion, blog spam, vlog spam, we're not going to change the words in the thing because you can't make fucking rules for every variant or something.
All I'm asking you is maybe for someone who is new to Reddit, like I am, obviously. How about making it something to where I read all the rules on the right side?
But you didn't read Reddit's specific rules of content promotion. You didn't. You didn't know.
I was not content promoting. I was literally posting a video that had beneficial information to somebody. If I was sitting there saying that, I would sit there and say, visit this and contribute to this. I was literally saying, here's a video that I did for my EDC rotation.
I get it. But our hard stop is the fact that you linked it. It's your channel.
Okay.
That's self-promotion.
Maybe someone should talk to someone about putting together something for the newbies like myself and say self-promoting includes posting your own links.
I mean, we could do that, and
that might be
coming from this, that there might be a great write-up that I could put on there, and I could put it right there on the rule, because, hey, you actually bothered to take a chance and read the rule. A lot of times, people don't even bother with that much, and that becomes the problem.
I tried everything I could.
So if something came along and saying, hey, self-promotion is wrong, we might not think that it's wrong. You might not think that it's wrong. However, it is a thing that is wrong with Reddit itself. That's one of the things that they have a problem with. And so it becomes an instant stop so yes, what Pest said was the content doesn't matter, because yes, we've already hit an if then that. We already fulfilled the variables requirements of self-promotion ban. It doesn't go past that. The rule doesn't go past that. And so
but understand where I'm coming from is this. I understand that side. I understand that point. But I sent multiple, not just one, and not just to one person. I sent multiple messages saying, please review this. If there's something that I need to do differently, I will do it. I already took away all my links in the description. I literally hit copy and paste from YouTube over. I took away the links. I'll do what I'm just trying to get this video out there to multiple times to multiple people. And I'm banned for putting a video up there that was extremely relevant to the thread.
Okay, I I have to play devil's advocate here for a second. Could it be that Ghost may have just been the victim of someone who was just on the role? No, maybe on the role of I'm just going to go and ban all the links on Reddit that seem to be spam or something. Could it been he might have gotten flagged?
It's definitely something that it's a very reactionary thing of going, oh, well, that's irrelevant. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I want to address real quick. I'll let you go back to that. I want to address Ryan. They were mean to you. Sorry they hurt your feelings. They didn't hurt my feelings, bro. And I'm not being a little bitch. What I'm saying to you is they censored something for no just cause. Yes, there might have been a little thing about their self-promotion, but if you knew what I was trying to do, I was not trying to self-promote anything. I'm not a little bitch. All it did was say, here's a video with no context of me trying to self-promote. I told them I'd do whatever I want. It has nothing to do with my feelings hurt. It's called censorship for no reason. That's what I'm upset about.
First thing I do is looking at your thing. Only thing that you have ever posted is literally links to your vlog.
Is YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel.
It's a vlog.
It's a YouTube channel. You can call it what you want. Reddit's a blog also.
Reddit is a content aggregator.
But no, it's a giant forum.
It's a blog. It's a forum that has nothing to do with anything but people writing their thoughts, which is a blog. So you can call it what you want.
My question is, why would you do that instead of just talking or having a conversation inside of other threads first? Build yourself in the community. You can't just basically
building. I'm not here to build myself. I go over there, I see something that interests me, and I comment on it. I'm not trying to build.
I haven't seen any. Oh, there we go. I was on the wrong page. There we go.
Oh, now you scroll down and look.
So there we go. I'm looking at. I'm legitimately looking at your comments. You commented once.
Yep.
Outside of your own threads.
Yeah, I've been on 3 times in my entire life, bro. 3 times in my entire life.
That's entirely fine. But you walk into a conversation and just start talking is what you're basically doing. There's people over here that are having their own conversation. And think of it this way, is that the same thing as if you want to show somebody a picture. You don't just shove a picture in their face. You start a conversation. You start talking. If you want to join the community, if you want to make things a little bit easier, or you say the thread title for this show is
that what you said? Make it easier for somebody. So giving them a video that shows 3 different EDC guns and holsters, isn't it making it easier for somebody?
But there's no context there.
I'm just using
context there. I'm just saying, but you're doing it without context. You're doing it just here's my video. Is essentially what you're doing. It's not.
The description actually says exactly what the video is for. Here is my EDC rotation with a bunch of holster options. I hope it helps you figure it out. I don't know what more context to have in there.
But you're literally jumping into that community and saying these things. You're not.
So I have to ask permission before I speak. Is that what you're saying?
No. You need to introduce. You don't just go up to a random person on the street. Hey, I like guns. This is the guns that I like. Hey, do you got that? That's what I'm saying.
I shouldn't have to ask people to tell people I like guns. I'm in a gun forum. I'm assuming that everybody there likes guns.
You're right, but
maybe I'm wrong about that.
I guess I'm not getting through. It's a different mentality of the fact that you do. This is a community. All of these subreddits are communities. RCCW is a community. They're their own community.
So is GunChannels. So is YouTube. All communities.
And just with YouTube, you fire and forget. You don't really interact with your community.
All right, so me. I'll let you go back here. And Pestilence says, answer the question. I'm not sure which question. The question is, why did I join Reddit? I'll tell you exactly why I joined Reddit. Several months ago, when you start going into, you do a Google search for pro-gun communities or forums, I love talking guns. Love it. Reddit came up. Hey, what's Reddit? Never heard of it before. Join Reddit.
Post it. Tell them to take it off Google.
But you've never.
That's why I joined Reddit. I like discussing guns.
But you've never discussed guns outside of your own threads.
What's that? I literally discussed. I answered a guy. He asked me to try to identify a round, a piece of ammo. If you read it, I did that. I haven't been on since.
That's the only thing that you've literally.
I've only done anything 2 times in Reddit, so it's not like I'm sitting there. I've got 27 posts of videos and 1 comment. I literally have 1 post and 1 comment. So it's not like I'm a big thing in the Reddit. I'm not trying to join. I saw a post, I liked it. I was trying to post something, and there it is. I get banned because I'm trying to post a video.
One comment that's outside of your thread to several comments that are legitimately just a bunch of links. And then you also have a submission of 7 different links to your own content. The problem there is that remember
videos out there.
Remember the key thing that I said earlier of signal to noise.
Okay.
You are all noise. There is no signal. There's no one's going to pick it up. You can tell that it's not just our guns. It's everywhere there. You have no one that's actually looking at your content from there. I'm not trying to be down on you or anything like that.
It doesn't bother me if you are.
No, that's not the kind of person I am. I'm not just sitting here trying to belittle you. I'm just trying to explain to you of what's happening here and what the appearance is from the outside of you're trying to break into a community.
Not really.
By just shoving more stuff. Well, then
I'm not trying to.
I would say that Reddit is probably not the place for you. I'm sorry.
I won't be back. I mean, I'm not saying is I won't be back. Reddit is something that doesn't really do anything for me. All I was trying to do was answer a guy's thing about a CCW gun. Literally been on there twice in 6 months. So I'm not going back. You know, that's not, you don't have to worry about me being over there anymore. What I would sit there and say is for future reference for someone else that might be new to your community, you might want to have a discussion with mods or the Reddit themselves and say, hey, if you notice there's someone is doing something, before we go and ban them, we might want to find out what his priorities are. Let's try to find, and if you don't have enough people doing that, then you say you've got about 300,000 subscribers, correct?
Roughly, nearly. We're going to probably projections hit us at 400,000 probably within 6 months. But here's the thing. Here's the difference.
Hold on. I'll finish and you can go. So you're almost at 400,000 subscribers, and you only have 6 mods. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe maybe of those 400,000 people, maybe you could find 10 or 20 more that you think that might be able to do a good job as a mod, so that you actually have enough people that could actually find out what's going on instead of just hitting the ban hammer. Maybe
that is a good point, because you don't want to have 400,000 people in a town and only 6 police officers.
You're right. We have been eyeballing. We do add a new moderators as we go along. There's one.
You have 4 mods. Flaw. One mod for every 100,000 people that are on there. That's not real good.
Here's the big flaw in your argument there. A new person that's looking to join our community would be handled completely different than somebody that is just trying to sell something, show something, talk at our community, not with, like you were. You came in just to talk at the community. You are not there to talk with the community. You just said that. You just said, I have no interest in joining your community.
No, I said what I have interest in is building a following, is exactly what I said. I have no interest in building a following on Reddit. It's exactly what I said. The reason why I posted that was I was actually commenting on a post by someone else. So if that's not being involved in trying to answer somebody, I don't know what is. I'm not trying to build a following is exactly what I said.
I'm not sure where your thread... I'm assuming you self-deleted? Your
yeah,
thread?
there was
Okay.
yeah, I still deleted
That's
it
fine.
because there's no reason. So I deleted the damn thing.
But you
If I was
literally
trying to
did
follow
say
it, damn, what the hell?
that you have no interest in building yourself up on Reddit, correct?
I have absolutely zero reason.
You're different than somebody that's new trying to join our community, where we would probably spend more time fostering their new experience. You're just there to show us your cool things. That's the difference. That's a massive,
guy that was asking about a concealed carry weapon. So I answered, here's what I use. If this helps you, great. If it doesn't, I don't care. But if you're asking about what would be a good concealed carry weapon, here's what I use. You know, go for it. I hope it helps you.
You still had no intent. Hey, let's go ahead and bust out that the favorite word of the ATF. You have no intent, or had no intent, of fostering yourself into the community. Any of Reddit.
How do you know that?
Because you just said it. You said it multiple times.
You said
now, and you didn't. Before that, any of your behavior on it was
following. It doesn't mean that I don't mind being part of it, but I have no reason to get a following on Reddit.
So you posted
being 1, 2, 3, and getting a following,
5 different videos to your own content within within 2-hour span.
I was trying to
commenting outside of your own threads.
It's the same video. I had a drill video, which is an awesome drill, and I had a ADC video.
Yeah, you linked it to and that's what I'm pointing out, is that that is the definition of spam.
No, spamming is me trying
spamming
to
is pushing out content that people don't want, might not necessarily want.
They don't want. So you telling me, hold on. You open that door. So I'm in a gun forum. But people don't want to hear about a dot torture test, which has been around forever, and nobody wants to hear about everyday carry guns and holsters. But you're in a gun forum, but nobody wants to hear from that, huh? That's what you're saying.
You got absolutely zero positive response out of any of the threats.
It got banned within a minute. How can it be?
I'm looking at different, dude. I'm looking at different communities, not just our gun.
Guys, time out. Let me jump in here. Let me try and translate for Ghost. Okay, Ghost. What he's saying is, you just posted a couple videos, but you didn't go on a couple, like, say 5 or 10 other people's posts and just write a couple words and respond. He's saying you're not interacting. You got to interact. Just a couple words, just to start a conversation. Is what he's saying.
That would be nice.
That's the whole crux of our guns, is that we want to have conversations. We want to discuss. We don't want to just shove dicks in faces. One of our primary rules is to, let's go down here and I will quote it verbatim, is let's see here.
Once you're done, I have a question for you.
All posts must have a descriptive title, which is probably self-evident of why. That's fine. Linked posts require a detailed description in the comments.
I did that.
That is important in the idea that you sit there and you have a conversation, foster the conversation within your own threads to communicate, not just speak at, speak with.
Absolutely. And my exact comment or the description is this: my concealed carry rotation with holster option. In this video, we'll be talking about my concealed carry EDC rotation in some holders. If you are interested or getting started in concealed carry, check out these gun and holster options.
Yep.
Holy
okay.
Shit.
And then you linked to your website in there.
No, I linked
so I'm sorry. I just pulled up the Ghost Tactical Drill of the Month, the dot torture test thread.
That's right. Yep.
You legitimately just copied and pasted your own description out of your
and then what else did I do right after that? I went in and edited it because a guy said, hey, you put links to all your social media. I could find out exactly who said that.
No, I'm looking at another one that you also did.
I took it all out and said, you're right.
But he's not posting those other videos on Reddit. He was only posting that one. So does it matter?
So here's the thing. Here's the way that we see it as moderators and what we're looking at.
Okay.
We're not worth your effort of actually bothering to type something up to us. You're just going to copy, paste, dump, walk. That's legitimately what you did. You copy, paste, dumped, walked.
I didn't have the chance to do anything else because I was banned.
No, I'm looking at it. You posted something, and literally it took you 20 minutes to post a copy paste of. I'm looking at your Ghost Tactical Drill of the Month .torture test.
That's right.
It took you 20 minutes to just literally copy and paste your anything that you had there.
I didn't know that you had. Once again, I'll take this hit. I was ignorant that you had to write the description in the comment. So
can you see where
hold on. Okay. So it said you need to post a description in a comment. So I said, oh, or this will be taken off. So I said, well, crap, I don't want it taken off. So I went over there and did it, and I copied and pasted. You're right. And then it came back and said that.
Can you see how we would take that negatively?
No, I understand that.
And why we could react adversely to the idea that this guy has showed up twice now.
That's right.
Posted his videos and only just straight up copy and pasted. He didn't bother to. Why do you see why we would be directly negative on such a thing?
Yeah.
And I'm not arguing the fact that there is not a reason why. What I'm saying to you is this: instead of banning me and starting back and forth, and not saying you, I'm saying, but the Reddit, whatever subreddit.
You're right.
Hold on. Instead of banning me and start with calling us 2-bit content creators and Peckerwood conspiracy theorists, how about you sit there and say, hey, it looks like you've only been on here a couple times. Maybe you don't know exactly how this works. If you tried doing this, I would sit there and said, fantastic, thanks for the help. But no, it didn't go that direction. I got banned and got called a 2-bit content creator and a Peckerwood conspiracy theorist.
I'm sorry that we didn't.
No, it doesn't matter that it happened.
No. I'm sorry that the fact that the idea
that might not want to happen again. Okay.
No. So I'm sorry that you feel that we have to explain to you that when you're sharing community content with somebody else, another community, that you should actually take time and actually address that community and not just shout it from the rooftops. I'm sorry if that you don't understand. That's how you should interact in public. How do you have a conversation with a person on the street? You don't just say, I already talked about this to somebody else, so I'm just going to say the same thing.
If you're going to sit there and say that Reddit is the real world community and out in the real world, I think
I'm saying just take
point of view of what it is.
The fact that you feel like you needed to be told to take the time to address a community directly rather than just copying and pasting to that community. I don't see why how that is our onus to take to teach you how to Reddit. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
I have to ask something, Omni, because since you're a moderator, I don't know who's the owner of Gun subreddit. Whatever. But is it prudent for mods to go and create an announcement to show to basically?
Oh yes. Shame posting is definitely a thing that is something that happens.
So it's prudent. It's okay for you to do that to just anyone.
This is the first time we've had somebody create a live stream to get that got upset to the point and brought you say that you're not upset, but honestly, there's a little bit of upset.
I'm with you.
Or there's you wanted to go on a public.
I'm upset to the fact that I'm not upset. I was letting people know. The reason why I came on here is to let people know, guys. If you
with the conversation,
find out if I'm the only person that's having this problem.
You guys should see some of the stuff that we've.
I have. You guys are drinking most of the time.
It's well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about stuff that gets stuck. A post that is exceptionally, holy shit, you're fucking an idiot. This might not qualify, but some of the stuff that we do sit there and sticky, some of it is like, well, you're an idiot because I was always told to look down the barrel when I pulled the trigger, or some stupid, I'm using a little bit of hyperbole, but yes, it is something that happens. There's a little bit of good-natured ribbing and shaming that does happen. That's something that we do. That's the way our community is.
I don't know, so I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to be smart. I'm saying I don't really know what happens over there because I don't go there very often.
Yeah, so, I was addressing Night Strike.
I don't engage a lot, but had nothing to do with trying to do anything else. But you're right.
I am the butt of many jokes just in a lot of these live chats. So I understand that, yes, there's a lot of ribbing that goes on Reddit. I will even admit to being part of some of that ribbing myself. Doing it to other people, yes. But I don't know. Just going and posting that as a moderator and letting people know about that seemed a little, why do you want to make the conversation worse than it already was?
Because it's amusing. Some people find stuff like that amusing, and I thought it was hilarious because that's the only reason that I knew this was going on is because during the day I'm usually busy working because I have them stupid job things, and this was a hilarious one that I was like, this is a first, and it got stickied and it got posted, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking hilarious, and that was fun.
Wow, no, you got to hear this, Ghost. Melt the Nut said Night Strike takes more abuse than a safety dog at dog training.
That's
how much. That's pretty much descriptive of how much I get on these live chats.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be at least several memes of myself showing up now.
Not for me, but I mean, like I said,
no. Oh God, this happens anytime I'm talking about stuff, and I have or my wife feeds me Cheetos from off screen. That's always hilarious.
I've seen that before.
But the salient point that I want to make is that you are instantly thought of as a spammer because your username matches your channel name. All you had linked were your own things. That's where we hate. It is spammers to most of the people on Reddit that do any sort of moderation or anything like that. Spammers are our Feinstein. We're very, very quick to be angry, to just be biting and say fuck off, because that's right where we go. Because it's like I would tell Dianne Feinstein to go fuck off if she ever tried to tell me about guns. I mean, that's what happens. Is that that's the final point I'm going to make, is that spamming is bad, okay, and that's our reaction to it.
Okay.
They haven't seen me eating grass. Yes, I do get drunk and eat grass on my front lawn.
Say what now?
I think you might have a drinking problem, my friend.
This is why one time I ended up doing a show after a kegger.
I appreciate you coming on here. We actually have another show that's been going on for about an hour over on GunChannels and on YouTube that it's about kids shooting.
That's fine. I got to get home and I got to get set up for my show in about 45 minutes.
Got Never Enough Ammo. Show's coming on 8 minutes. If you want to check him out, you can. That's not spamming because I'm talking about someone else's show.
Hey, it's on your show.
Coming on. I would love to kind of join you when I get done with Matt's show, Never Enough Ammo show. I would love to join you guys. What I will say is this: I wish maybe in the future, if you guys would do something on that right-hand side or wherever that says, look, here are the rules, but in layman's terms for people that have never been on Reddit before or don't know what's going on out here, here's some stuff that maybe you should think about not doing and all that. Like I said, to me, I got banned. I don't understand why. It is what it is. the whole episode with the other guy. It is what it is. My thing is this. Is a gun community. It doesn't matter if you're on Reddit, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Steam It, if you're on VidMe, which is closing down, if you're on Facebook, it makes no difference. Full 30, it doesn't matter. The whole thing is we had about a 2-hour argument over peddly bullshit of posting a video when that 2 hours could have been so much useful in promoting gun and promoting the Second Amendment. And
I could have masturbated so much instead.
We had a 2-hour
That's off camera, please.
That's off camera. The fact that we had to have a 2-hour discussion over a post in Reddit is hilarious to me. All I want to do is sit there and say, guys, if you want to go on Reddit, then go on Reddit. I probably won't go back because I'm obviously not smart enough to figure it out. But I do want to thank you for coming on here and explaining the inner workings and how you guys look at it. And that's sincere. Thank you for coming on and try to explain it. I do think that you guys need to add many more mods so that you cannot have 4 people moderating 400,000. That might be something y'all want to look at.
That would get someone fired if it was real world.
All right. Well, you can go ahead and join us on our show next week or this in the next hour. It's just Gun It Live. And if you want to go ahead and feel free to toss a link down below, and if people want to come on, we can continue the conversation later.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate you, bro.
Have a great day.
You too. Good luck to your show tonight. All right, guys. Well, it's about that time. I'm going to. That was interesting to say the least. Thanks for everyone that's joined out there in the chat. I didn't get a chance to really read a whole lot of it. But thank you for everyone that showed up from the Reddit side and from the YouTube side. And obviously, we're going to have a much different of opinion on how things work and all that. That is fine. I wish that maybe as two pretty substantial communities, which is YouTube side and the Reddit side, that maybe possibly there is a way to instead of having arguments over me trying to post a video and calling it spam, how about we have a discussion on the content of that video, and maybe that would be worthwhile as well. So maybe that's for a later day, maybe for a later time and all of that. But thank you guys. You do not have to agree with me. You do not have to like me. It makes no difference whatsoever. If you don't, then by all means, never come back, and you're not going to bother me a bit. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Don't come back and watch my stuff. It's not hurting my life at all. I've got enough friends. But thank you guys for joining, and for all of you guys out there that were having a great discussion, go check out Never Enough Ammo's chat right now over on Never Enough Ammo's channel. And if you want to go check out the Gun It chat over on Reddit, then by all means do that. I'm heading over to Matt's chat. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Oh, go ahead. Oh yeah, don't be infringed.
Don't be infringed.
There you go. Nice strike. Thank you very much. I want to thank Clover, who was on here earlier. I want to thank everybody who has been out there for a little impromptu little talk. Let's see if something happens that maybe we can all come together somehow, some way to bring guns to the world. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I will see you guys at a later time and a later date.
Bye, Felicia.
Take care. Semper Fi.